Welcome back. So in this video, we are going to actually build something, our very first automation. Now I want to be clear before we start. We are keeping this as simple as possible. One trigger, one action, that's it. Just so you can see how the whole thing flows from beginning to end before we add any complexity. So let's go ahead and click the create workflow up here. But before that, we have a theme here, the light theme. If you want to switch to dark theme, you can switch it from here. But right now, let me prefer the light here. So I'm going to light theme here. Let's get started. Let's create a workflow from here. You see that there are two options here. First one is the AI assistant. Another one is a manual builder. And if we talk about AI assistant, that's where you describe what you want in plain English, and Mevro tries to build it for you. We are not going to do that today. And in the second one, manual builder, that's the visual workspace where you drag and connect steps yourself. That's what we are going to use right now because I want you to understand the structure first. So let's click the manual builder. It's going to ask you the for a name. Just give it something simple. My first automation. That's perfectly fine. Then click on create. Okay, so this is your automation workspace. This is where you build things. Right now it's empty, just this dashed plus sign in the middle. Says add first step. That's your starting point. I want you to just look at this for a second. Think of like a whiteboard. You're going to place blocks on here, left to right, connected them together to tell Mavro what to do and in what order. Every block is a step. Every line between the blocks is a connection. I'll show you in upcoming section. If there is no line, there is no connection, nothing will work between the blocks. That's really you need to know to understand the layout. And if you see these controls on the top left corner, it's help you to zoom in, zoom out, and here's icon to tidy up the workflow if something is messed up, right? Like the notes are here and there are placed in. So just click this button, it will tidy up your workflow, and you don't need to worry about right now those things. Up here on the top, you see the workflow name, which you mentioned here, and on the right side these are the toggles. It is going to activate the workflow, and here is the save button and auto save is there. If you disable the auto save, you need to click on the save button manually every time, and if it's this toggle is on, then going to in every 2 to 3 seconds your workflow will be auto saved, right? And this is the whole our workspace. Now let's now see, click on the plus icon here. So let's add our first step. And if you see a panel soup on the right side, let me close this. It says select a trigger to start. Now, what's a trigger? A trigger is an event that kicks off your automation that nothing happens until a trigger fires. Think of a trigger like a doorbell. Your automation is just sitting there quietly. When someone rings the bell, that's a trigger, and then everything else run in response to that. If you scroll through a list here, you'll see all sort of options: schedule, webhook, here below, and form submission, events from other apps. Some of these, like a webhooks, might not sound unfamiliar. If they do, don't worry, you don't need them today. We are keeping things simple. I'm going to choose form trigger right now. That means when someone submit a form, start this automation here. Okay. And now look, a block is this block is being appeared on the canvas. That's our trigger node. But notice the automation still has not done anything because we have only told it when to start. We have not told it what to do when it starts. So let's do it now. Now I will click the plus icon that appears after trigger block here. Now you see a list of categories here. These are just a grouping to keep things organized. You don't need to know what all of them means right now. The one we care about today is app actions. That just means do something inside the app, send email, create a record, post a message, either in any kind of a social media. That's kind of a things you can do. I'm Let's click on the app actions. I'm gonna search here the email here. Let's choose the email. Let's add that here. Don't worry about this panel. Let's save it for now. Now look at the canvas. We have two blocks connected by line each other, and there is a form trigger to email. There's a line connected. That line is a connection. It means when the form is submitted, this email sends in that order every single time. If I deleted this line, nothing would happen after the trigger. The connection is what makes it work. If I delete this, the form trigger will do nothing here. It will just take the form and do nothing. And if you want to make a sequence, like someone submitted the form, just click it here and make a line here and just put it here. So it will again make a sequence of flow. Form is submitted and it will going to send an email here. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, there is a red mark. Warning is there, and this tells us that there's configuration issues are missing certain things. Don't worry, we're going to see in the next section here. So let's see how. Let's click one by one this nodes, and once you click this node, you see this panel. This is the default panel each and every node would have, right? Like if we talk about the form trigger, then you need to show the form, right? This form, before showing the form, you need to know you will get one http url in think through. It's just kind of a website url you are going to give to any user. They can submit the form, right? And you will get those details, right? And this just going to display the form to the particular user using the url, right? Or you can think through using a link. Someone can see that just a form here for Mevro. Like the form can you can collect the details. Like let's suppose you want to collect the details for the leads if someone is coming on your website, right? So they can submit the form and you can go get those details on your email directly. So these are the configurations we are going to see in the next section. Right now, just get it a little bit of glimpse here. We're not touching here, just make it cancel, nothing will break here. And let's see the email here. And email is also having some own details, asking from email to email cc, just a simple classic email thing which is they are being asked here, right? We are going to see in the next section how we can configure this and start running this workflow, right? It's just kind of an overview, right? So yeah, make it, let it be cancel here. So let me just take a step back here for a second. Look at what on this canvas right now. One trigger, one action connected by a line. If I can look at this and understand what's happening, that's the goal. And honestly, at this point, you can probably can form. And here, if you see the form is submitted and email is sent, that's our goal. That's the whole automation which we want to build. And this is how every automation Mevro works. No matter how complex it gets, it's always come down to blocks connected left to right, and each block doing one specific thing. So let's recap this video quickly. A trigger is an event that starts the automation, in this case, a form submission. An action is what happened because of that trigger, in this case, sending an email. There you connect it visually on the canvas and you configure each one by clicking on it. In the next section, we are going to see how we can configure this. That's the whole model. Trigger, step, run, and settings. We have not run it yet. That's what the next video is for. I will show you how to test this and what running it looks like and what to do if something doesn't work the way you expected.